The Defense Force held a change of command parade during which Brigadier Godfrey BESS officially handed over duties to the newly appointed Chief of Staff, Brigadier Omar Khan. During his farewell speech, BESS said he is leaving the GDF at a time when it is at an excellent place, especially as it relates to more inclusive roles for female soldiers.
One of the significant accomplishments we achieved that I value is that for the first time in history, the Guyana Defense Force deployed female soldiers in the border to serve besides their male counterpart. This initiative derails some of the negative stereotypes associated with our females and continues to bear dividend today. It is my hope that the success of our females will go a far way towards supporting the fight for diversity, equity, and inclusion.
However, even though he is retiring from uniform duties after 33 years of service, the former Army Chief will continue to serve the country in a new role within President Air Finale's Defense Diplomacy Unit.
Basically, I'll be in an advisory capacity. Yes. What I'll be doing with the government is defense diplomacy. You would have heard the President speaking to that. It's one of our pillars of defense strategy. It has to do with us partnering with like-minded nations, friendly nations, in order to build our diplomacy. If you listen to the President recently, he has been talking about a new Guyana, where he intends to use experience to bolster the development of this country. And I think it's a very good thing and we should support it. And I'm prepared to serve. And I think most Guyanese, given the opportunity, though, we must take it because we are a developing country. We recognize the issues we have, where we do not have enough persons in this country, and we have to position our people. And I do believe that experience can help and guide our people.
Meanwhile, in a brief comment to the media, Brigadier Khan said he is ready to take over at the helm of the Army.
It is my intention in my tenure to work closely with my ranks, and also that we give the expectation that the country require us to do. My vision is guided by our national security strategy, our national development trust. So that is really guided by Defense Board. And my vision is integrated into that national security strategy.
Jarrell Bryan, The Evening News.
We now tell you that Guyanese are being urged to remain up to date with their booster shots for the novel coronavirus, especially if they are traveling to locations where the disease is still rampant. Rupasina Ryan joins us with the details.
Maternal and Child Health Officer Dr. Onika Scott was featured in the Health Matters program as Guyana joined the observance of Vaccination Week in the Americas. She underscored that every vaccine dose in the vaccination regimen is important to complete the cycle necessary for achieving immunity. It was pointed out that COVID primary and booster doses should be kept updated to remain safe from the deadly virus.
And getting up to date also means that you remember that we are in the COVID booster era. By now, all of us should have gotten our primary series, and 6 months after each primary series, you are entitled to your booster dose, especially if you're traveling to places of the world where COVID-19 is still rampant.
Generally, the healthcare professionals shared that some persons are still unaware of their immunization requirements, an issue which the health ministry is aiming to rectify.
We really do have to focus on our local immunization schedule. We find that many people don't know at the age they are what vaccines they should have had. And we've had rather unfortunate circumstances of people not recognizing the need of travel vaccine. For example, yellow fever has been quite in the news lately, a vaccine required for countries that still have a threat of endemic yellow fever disease.
Like last year, this vaccination week also provided special attention to vulnerable and high-risk populations, as well as the armed forces, educators, people with special needs, and the elderly. However, Dr. Scott also drew focus on the migrant population in the country and the need to monitor potential measles outbreaks. While Guyana is measles-free, cases are still detected in neighboring Venezuela and Brazil.
We do have a migrant population in Guyana, and some of those migrants are coming from areas where, unfortunately, vaccines are not available. And then the Caribbean and Latin American territories, we are still on alert for measles outbreak that are actively occurring in Venezuela and in Brazil.
Rupa Sinarayan, The Evening News.
Oil production at the Liza Phase 2 development in the Stabroek block, which currently averages between 220,000 and 230,000 barrels of oil per day, is expected to increase to 250,000 barrels per day by year-end. Here are the details.
This was revealed by HESS Corporation Chief Operating Officer Greg Hill during a recent conference call with shareholders. HESS is ExxonMobil's partner in the Stabroek block, where the Liza Phase 2 project has been producing at least 220,000 barrels per day. Asked what production for the future would look like, Hill explained that Liza Phase 2 production will increase to 250,000 barrels per day by year end.
First of all, the wells have been performing extremely well, above expectations. So subsurface going great, continue to see, further upside, in the subsurface as we kind of produce the wells. And then, as I mentioned in my opening remarks, ExxonMobil and SPM are just doing an outstanding job of, topsides reliability and also, the debottlenecking side. Recall that, phase 1 was debottlenecked, to the 140. It's actually producing between 140 and 150, sort of in that range. And then if you look at phase 2, it has a nameplate of 220. It's on track to be debottlenecked towards 250, by the end of the year.
The Unity FPSO vessel is currently producing oil in the Liza Phase 2 project, which came on stream back in 2022. Out of 102 lifts last year that earned US $1 billion from sales, the Liza Phase 2 project accounted for US $588.9 million in earnings. Other projects are expected to come on stream are the Payara and Yellowtail projects, while approval was recently given for Yaru, Exxon's fifth development. Jarrell Bryan, The Evening News.
Coming up on the other side of the break, First Lady to build multipurpose parks at Diamond TUSCHEN. Please stay tuned.
FoodMaxx Supermarket, located on the ground floor at the Giftland Mall, is your one-stop shop for all your grocery needs. We stock a variety of imported frozen meat and food products, fresh produce, and pet supplies, freshly made bread. Rotisserie chicken and patties are also available daily. Shop in comfort today at FoodMaxx and let our courteous staff assist you in satisfying your shopping needs. FoodMaxx, the fresh food specialist.
Your bets during the matches and win up to $3 million per coupon with live betting. Check out all the different matches and bet types at www.superbet.gy. Superbet, your best bet. Must be 18 years and older. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back. You're watching the Evening News. Through the National Beautification Project, First Lady Arya Ali on Friday last launched 2 projects for the development of multi-purpose parks in Regions 3 and 4. Find out more in this Pooja Rambaran report.
These parks will be located at TUSCHEN on the east bank of Essequibo and Diamond Grove on the east bank of Demerara. Ali shared her hope for the parks to benefit residents by offering a safe green space with several amenities.
This complex is going to consist of exercising area. We're going to have a cafeteria here, a children's play area. We're going to have lights, benches, a beautiful garden space, a multi-purpose hall to help with your advancement of technical skills like cake decorating, floral arrangement.
The park at Diamond Grove will also have a court and an outdoor gym.
The park aims to be self-sufficient so that monies generated from this facility goes back to the facility for its maintenance. And I really hope that this is something you all will appreciate and make the most of.
While the projects are being undertaken by the Office of the First Lady, the local government and regional development ministry will be the executing agency.
As part of the vision of President Ali to transform our village economies, our First Lady has also been doing quite a lot of work across the country, enhancing projects within our community for some special reasons, for safety, for security, for pleasure, and I think most importantly for community integration.
Minister Dharamlal added that residents will also be able to earn, as there will be provisions for skills training and employment of individuals to maintain the park. These parks are expected to be completed before the end of this year. Pooja Rambran for the Evening News.
The Guyana government has announced that preparations are underway for the 2023 International Building Expo, which is expected to be held in August. This was revealed by Housing and Water Minister Colin Crowell during a recent event in Linden, Region 10. According to the Department of Public Information, Minister Crowell said that preparations are already underway for the expo, which will be launched soon. This will follow the success of last year's exposition, which was organized by the Housing Ministry and attracted over 100,000 local and overseas visitors. The four-day event was held on the tarmac of the National Stadium at Providence, East Bank Demerara, and featured the participation of 356 local, regional, and international companies. One of the main attractions at the exposition was the model homes, which provided visitors with a glimpse of the various housing options available to Guyanese. Another high point of the event was the CH&PA's Dream Realized exercise, which saw close to 5,000 persons receiving house lots. In addition, a 3D printing technology for home construction was a main feature and was seen as a promising innovation in the construction industry. Guyana held its first Building Expo in August 2010. It was an initiative by President Dr. Mohamed Irfan Ali while he was Housing Minister, aimed at creating linkages between local businesses and other regional and international companies. Efforts are being made by the Education Department of Region 5 to raise awareness on autism. The department hosted an awareness walk and autism outreach on Friday. In this Andrew Carmichael report, you will hear that more than 30 children in the region have been diagnosed with autism. Let's have a look.
Disability is not inability. Disability is not inability. Disability is not inability.
Some 36 children have been diagnosed with autism in Region 5, and there are many more who are yet to be diagnosed, according to Assistant Regional Executive Officer Mohini Moklal. Despite the prevalence of autism, there is still a lot of misunderstanding and stigma surrounding this condition. Too often, she said, people with autism are seen as difficult or challenging, when in fact they are simply different. According to Moklal, the society has to learn how to support and accommodate their needs.
One of the most significant ways that we can do this is by investing in special needs education. Education is, of course, a fundamental right of every child, including those with special needs. Special needs education is critical in ensuring that children with disability have access to quality education that meets their unique needs. Special needs education provides a tailored approach to teaching so that it accommodates and recognizes the individual needs of children with disabilities.
Autism Awareness Month is observed in April, and this year's theme is Celebrating Our Differences Through Awareness, Acceptance, and Support. Education Officer with responsibilities for special educational needs, Akia Benjamin, pointed out that Friday's activity aimed at advocating for better support towards persons with autism through public awareness and alliance building with other stakeholders.
It is our hope that this activity will also provide an avenue for parents, teachers, and other members of the public to be sensitized of autism as a category of disability that children are challenged with, the support mechanisms and services, coping strategies and activities that can enhance learning, social skills, and physical development, among others.
Meanwhile, Education Officer Lakshmi Sharma noted that children with autism spectrum disorder and other categories of disabilities are challenged on a daily basis by the most essential human behaviors. Hence, educating the public to foster awareness and acceptance is one of the primary forms of support.
We firmly believe that all children can learn regardless of their different circumstances, as we fully endorse the initiative of the SCN unit in promoting advocacy and awareness at this timely event.
Sharma committed to parents to provide the necessary support to ensure their children benefit from quality education delivery. Andrew Carmichael, The Evening News.
And now for a look at the bridge reports.
The Demerara Harbour Bridge will be closed to vehicular traffic on Sunday, April 30th, 2023 at 1:30 for a period of 1.5 hours. Meanwhile, the Berbish River Bridge is expected to be closed at 12:30 on Sunday, April 30th, 2023, also for a period of 1.5 hours.
And now the local stock exchange market compliments of Gassi. Sport Ministry engages associations on travel protocols. This and more coming up in the Sportcast, sponsored by MACORP.
Thousands of persons in hinterland communities are now receiving 24-hour access to treated water for the first time. They are enjoying the benefits of new wells and water supply systems in their communities. Having better quality water for everyday use translates to an improved quality of life. It is projects like these that Ghana's oil revenues are supporting, with over $120 billion withdrawn from the Natural Resource Fund to improve the lives of Guyanese.
Oh my lord! I just love to shop in this store. My customers, them gonna love all these things. So many different things in one place. Household items, electronics, toys, stationery, confectionery, exercise equipment, shoes and clothes for men, women and children, school things, costume, jewelry, perfume, makeup. Oh, look the makeup!
Giftland Office Max, Guyana's favorite department store.
Yeah, ready? We are so far. Look along, me tell you, buy one generator. Now the picnic online test and blackout come on and cut off everything. Sorry, son. Radhika, Abby go tomorrow. Abby go now.
At Sylvie's, we stock products from more than 22 different sectors in mining, construction, food processing, vulcanizing, home improvements, and more.
Are you getting generator?
So this is a 3000 better size generator. This will work for your lights, your fan, your TV, and your fridge.
Well, Abby can buy one for Abby and Abby can buy one for Mommy too.
Yeah, and Mommy could even key start it, because all you have to do is hook up the battery and
visit us today at 31 High in Hatfield Street, where our friendly and knowledgeable team members are willing to assist you. You can also call us on 227-6243 or WhatsApp us on 623-7755 and shop via our website at www.sylviesonline.com.
A big about dal puri mill?
One procky machine, one pressure washing machine, one juice dispenser, one engine, one pepper grinding machine, one water pump, a sugar cane juicer, circle sir. We gotta get a regular food warmer. We are looking at